All right, hello. My name is Eric Ridgway, and I am here with Rachel, insert name here, Trey, insert name here, and Victoria Sliss.
Oh, come on.
Wow, Eric,
my last name is Eric.
Okay, fine. Introduce yourself, Rachel.
Introduce yourself.
Introduce yourself.
Oh.
Who are you?
I'm Rachel Wagner.
All right.
My name is Trey Young.
And I am Victoria Slizzard. So,
All right,
No.
Slizzard.
Slizzard.
Our first topic today.
Better
Has
read
anyone
some
ever
of
been robbed before?
No.
No,
no.
honestly, I've never been
No.
robbed.
Nah, I
Honestly.
can't say I have.
Okay, not like a serious robbing. Like, yeah.
Go ahead, tell us.
No, like
Yo.
it's,
Counts as a robbing,
it wasn't
even
like
if it's not
no,
serious.
it's not like a serious like no. I've never been robbed.
I mean,
Never
okay,
mind.
honestly,
No, you've
nobody's
never
like
been
ever
robbed.
robbed my house, but there was like a couple of times where somebody misplaced my stuff and I thought they were robbers.
Was
I
it
mean,
you?
No.
Did you misplace your stuff?
No, sometimes
Yeah,
I
is it
think
you?
there was one time that was me, but other times
That
my
one
brothers-
time.
That one time.
One time
Out of
it was
all the
me.
times that you've misplaced your stuff, that one time
My
it was
brothers
you.
are energized, okay? They take
Energized?
whatever-
Energized.
What is
that? What are they? Energized bunnies?
They
Do
take
they run
whatever
on
they
double
want.
A or triple A? Like,
Whichever one you feel like. I don't know.
all right.
I don't know
Literally
either.
take
Rachel,
everything.
have you ever been robbed?
I have not. I've
Have you
lost
ever-
my wallet a few times. But
Have you
I've
ever
never
robbed
been-
anyone else?
No.
There was.
Are you
there's one-
committing to a crime?
I
Are
did
the
steal a
police
pencil
listening
on
to
the
this?
floor.
Trey stole a pencil.
I stole a pencil.
Oh,
Hey,
I'm calling
hey,
the
but
FBI.
here's the thing. I wouldn't call. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that to Robert because the person didn't want that pencil. So I was like, I stole the pencil. He was like, "Is that my pencil?" And I was like,
Oh my god,
It was
this
on
is
the
like
floor.
the longest story
This-
I've ever
Oh
heard.
my god.
Okay.
Okay.
Eric, have you ever been robbed?
Actually, yes, I have been robbed before.
Of
Really?
Yeah. When I used to live on my.
well, yeah,
Oh no.
that vine. You want me that vine with that little kid that goes, you kid don't, I don't.
Listen, all right. I used to live at my old house, right?
Oh well, yeah,
Yeah.
clearly,
Yeah.
obviously,
yeah.
yeah.
And when I was like probably 7 or something, we came home one day and the back door was just like cracked a little.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
the
jeez.
TV was gone.
Wow.
Wow.
It was only the TV.
Was
though.
it a box TV?
No, it was like
Oh.
a big.
Okay.
No,
It was
Wow,
like a
that's
big
bad.
TV.
It's even worse.
dude.
Oh wow,
That's
that's
If it's a box
terrible.
TV, I feel like you would have walked in and been like, "Okay, I'm happy.
You just,
I'm actually happy that you
hey,
If it was the box TV, you would still see the guy walking out
Yeah,
carrying it. You would have gotten there
Dave
far.
O'Merrill gets home and you guys are walking into the back door and you just see him. Oh,
Yo.
well, this is awkward.
Like, why am I doing
He's
this?
just,
I don't
walking out with a
know.
wheelbarrow. Don't mind me.
I know, don't mind
Like,
me. It's
why am I
okay.
doing this? I don't know.
All right. Wow. Interesting story.
Yeah.
What is your favorite type of music?
I'll listen to anything that catches my ear except for like
Country.
That's
church
mine. That's
church
mine.
music. You know,
Really?
like when they
Actually,
sing about like
some
Okay,
Jesus.
you know what? No,
really
I actually don't mind some church music, but some like
it's
like
too
the
There
really
I,
like
is
upbeat,
actually
like they
some
upbeat.
that's
I know,
really
but it's
upbeat.
like too about the Lord, and
Like
and
the,
I'm just
like
Some
the
can't even
upbeat
tell they
church
are.
I
music, I
know.
don't mind.
Well, here's the thing. I like listening to church music. That's me.
It's not bad.
And then I also listen to rap, but I hate country. I hate it.
Okay,
Country's
I'm
just
the
a
only
bad rap.
child in this podcast right now that likes country.
I like country.
Like,
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Nice.
I do
All
like
right, Are we
country.
going to talk about that the two black guys don't like country for a second?
But the two white chicks like country.
like this seems very reversed right now. I mean, I'll listen to just about anything except
I've
country.
never heard
That's
you
it.
listen to
Well,
music
no, that's the same-
since
that's the
I've
same-
known you.
Well,
What,
no,
me?
it's kind of the
I've
same.
never
listen
seen
to
you listen
music.
to any kind of music.
I listen to a lot of Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't see you listening to
Was
Kendrick
not
Lamar.
expecting
Really?
that to come
I,
out of your
I
mouth.
really can't.
My
Wow.
favorite two of his songs are DNA and Humble. I love.
Okay,
Yes.
DNA is good, and I like
Yes.
Humble.
I love Humble.
I like Humble.
Those are great.
Those are the
Sweet.
best.
Actually, no. This is how bad my playlist is on my phone. My playlist will literally go from emo, hard rock, soundtrack from a musical, to freaking country, to literally High School Musical. I'm not even kidding you.
My
It's
playlist starts
so
off with
bad.
my playlist goes from Logic to Chance the Rapper, and then you go into some Legally Blonde, and then
Oh
we
my
get into
God,
like
no.
all different kinds of genres until you
Yeah,
get down
it
to
just
my
goes
main playlist.
Rapper, emo song,
Yeah,
song,
which
country,
is like-
country, Broadway musical.
And like Logic and stuff, and then it goes down like to Logic more, some Post Malone, some Big Sean, and
Ooh,
then you get
Post
into like
Malone,
Beauty and the
okay.
Beast, and I have like a whole part of my playlist playlist that's just like Disney songs. So I have like 2 from The Lion King, 2 from The Lion King, 2 from Beauty and the Beast, 2 from The Little Mermaid. It's
Wow.
It blares in your head.
oh, I just can't wait to be king. Shut up! You can't sing, Rachel.
Oh wow.
Copyright.
Copyright.
What is it called? We're gonna get what is it?
Copyright
Demonetized.
Demonetized. I was gonna say demoted. We're
We're
gonna get demoted.
Wow.
I don't know. I mean,
I'll listen to anything that catches my ear. I don't really have
it's
a
kind of the
type
same
of
thing with me.
music.
Like I will give anything a chance once, but if I don't like it, I'm just
Yeah.
not gonna listen
Like
to
yesterday, I started listening to Billy Joel.
it. Ooh. Okay.
Why?
Really?
I do not know.
Oh, wow.
Billy Joel, yes.
Well, I mean, you
And
gotta.
Elton John.
Elton John's good though. Elton John's
Yes.
good.
Yes. Yes.
Ooh.
But no, I mean the only. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
He's testing. I think
No,
he's
I'm not-
testing his mic.
No, I'm not doing anything. I'm just oofing.
Oof.
I'm just oofing around.
Oof. Ooh.
No. The one, what was it? No, you actually got into, you and CJ both got into Makeout once me and Taylor started
Yeah, I
listening
know.
to them.
CJ was like, "Well, this song is really good." I'm like, "That's because you're an emo 14-year-old girl. Like, get out of
Wow,
my face."
what does that make me? Thanks,
An
Tori.
emo 14-year-old girl.
Wow, thanks. Wow. Well, I'm not bringing you back a souvenir from Warped Tour. Thanks.
Damn. I
Wow.
really
You
wanted some
screwed
like
yourself on
black
that.
face paint.
That's cold.
Wow. Now I
That's
feel
just
upset.
All right.
Anyway,
How about that topic? Matt,
off of that topic.
how about we talk about our favorite vacation?
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good. Who wants to go first?
Me, my favorite vacation was
Okay, take it.
Go ahead, Trey.
All right.
Right away.
You're gonna have to tell him twice. Go ahead.
my favorite vacation my entire life was when we went to Orlando, Florida about 2 years ago, and it was really hot. I loved every single minute of it.
What did
honestly.
you do there?
We saw the characters of Disney, Mickey, Donald. Donald's my favorite character, and we saw like other characters like I forgot her name, like Cinderella stuff like that.
I hate Cinderella.
What are you talking about?
It's my least favorite Disney
Really?
princess. Yes.
Wow.
Just
Have you
saw-
all been to Disney?
No, I've never
Well,
been to Disney.
actually, no. I was there once when I was 3, but I don't remember anything.
I've never
But you
been
were
to
at least
Disney.
there. Were
I was
you?
at least
No,
there,
I've
but
never
I was.
The funny
been to
thing
Disney.
I was
about
in a
it-
stroller.
Yeah, and I lived in
No.
California when I was until I was 6. So you would think I would have went to Disney, but no.
No, but the funny thing about when I first met Goofy, he scared me. Honestly,
I actually can control to that because I actually used to be scared of like the mascot characters
Yeah.
that used to dress up in them. I used to be terrified of those.
So did you do anything else besides go to Disney?
And get
There-
scared
there
of
was
Goofy.
a-
Get scared of Goofy?
Scared of Goofy.
there was a beach there, and then my mom had to get me because I ran away from Goofy. I was hiding in the
actually-
come back.
Actually, I didn't go to Disney, but you guys, I don't know if you guys remember this. The used to have a Disney store in it. I don't know if you guys have
Yeah.
ever been there. Do you guys remember that?
I remember
It was
that.
like
I
a
really
really
do.
long time ago. All right, so the one time I wanted a sucker from the Disney store and my mom wouldn't buy it for me, and I was like a conniving little child, so I tricked her, and there was like this tent you can go inside of, so I made her go inside the tent, and then I took off, grabbed the sucker, and I started to run through the mall. and some random
Oh my
stranger
God,
like
that's
picked me up and
awful.
brought me back to my mom, and she was like, she was so upset. She was like, "You should never run away like that," and I'm just like.
Just looking at him
I'm
like,
just
what
like,
did I do?
and in my
What
head,
did
I'm
I do?
like,
I don't know what I did.
in my head, I'm like, well, you didn't buy me a sucker, so.
Your face
Oh my
expression
God.
was just like, "Hello, how
Yeah.
you doing?"
All right.
I don't know
Hello.
if I would say I have a favorite vacation, but I definitely have a terrifying one.
Do
It's
tell.
mostly
Tell us all
because,
about it.
Do tell.
It was terrifying
Tori
because
dies.
I was on a
Sorry.
ship.
I've been on a ship before.
For some reason I'm terrified of ships, but small boats I find fine. I don't get it. Like the whole time I was there, I'd wake up over in the night
Boy.
and check the floor and see if there was water on the ground. I was terrified.
This man's seen Titanic too many
This
times.
is like 2012 too, so I wasn't that young.
Wow.
Where were you going? Are you on a cruise?
Yeah,
Where
Bahamas.
were you going? Oh, I love the
It
Bahamas.
was so
Wow.
hot.
I love the Bahamas.
I've never
All right.
been to Bahamas.
Never
All I
been
could
to the
think,
Bahamas.
all I could think
I want
about
to,
while I
though.
was on the island is I don't want to get back on that thing.
I don't leave me here. I will
just
stay
leave
here and
me here.
become a native.
Right, yeah.
I will stay here and become a native rather than get on that freaking boat again.
I did
All right.
not
Well,
wanna get
speaking
on.
of cruise ships, I actually went on a cruise ship last year
Did
for
you
my
like it?
16th birthday. I did enjoy it actually.
Ooh.
Even though on my last day of being on the boat, there was like this storm on the ocean, and I thought we were all gonna die. And they had to close off.
You see,
I understand.
They had to close off like the deck and stuff like that because they thought people were gonna fall overboard, and I was like,
Jesus.
a rip to someone's child, and then but I was just like in my room and like big waves were like coming up and like okay, so like when you're on a cruise, like all the rooms were like underneath, like towards like what you call like the bottom of the boat.
Yeah.
So like when the water was hitting the boat, like you could see underneath the ocean, and I'm just like.
Oh.
Oh no! I'm like,
Oh no, man.
no!
Oh no.
But I
That
had
is when I'd get on a lifeboat
No,
and
it's
I'm
like-
out.
Yeah,
No,
but
no,
the
just
Bahamas is a really beautiful place. And
No,
I
just looking
recommend
at
going there.
just
and
looking
it
at the
was-
waves like the gay guy from Family Guy, just like
Exactly.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no.
But no, it was a really good vacation. I enjoyed it.
All right, I got a topic for
Yeah.
you guys.
No, Rachel didn't get to go
Oh,
yet.
shoot,
Hello.
Yeah. Sorry.
Trey.
All right, Eric. All right. Rachel, you go. I'm
Um,
sorry.
Probably the favorite place I've ever been to was probably I've been there like 15 times, but like Boston. I absolutely love going to Boston.
Are
every
you a
single-
Red Sox fan?
No, I am.
Good.
I am a Yankees fan. Full,
I
through and through.
I like regular socks too.
No, but what we do is we don't stay in Boston. We stay in New Hampshire, and then we drive up to Boston.
Okay.
We stay in this little Best Western that's like right off of the highway.
Yeah.
And literally downstairs from it is a little diner called Roundabout, and
Ooh.
it's got the best fried pickles I've ever had in my life.
That sounds good.
Fried
pickles.
Fried pickles. Deep fried pickles. They're
pickles.
so freaking good.
Are they dill pickles?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Then that makes it better.
Did
but
you
they
know
look-
that
but they
dill is a
look like-
flavor?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
dill
did
is
know.
a
Did you know you
flavor.
could buy dill in like a leaf?
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, I work
I
at
did
a
not know
grocery store.
that.
As soon as I know that,
dill
they're
is
like
a leaf.
someone like came up to my register and they were like, and I was confused. I was like, what is that? And they were like, it's dill, and I was like, that doesn't look like a pickle to me.
What is this witchcraft?
What is this?
What did you do to the pickle? And they were like, it comes in like leaf form, and I was like,
Oh.
no way. That was mind blowing.
But yeah, Boston was probably my favorite place that we've ever been to, just because the water is beautiful at the time of year that we go.
Except for all the
And-
tea they poured into it back in the
And probably my other favorite place that I've been to was Chicago, because Chicago was absolutely gorgeous.
I was in Chicago for 4 hours when I had to wait for my plane.
I was in Chicago for an entire week for the
And you survived.
first year. We didn't go downtown, Eric. We stayed on the outskirts. Well, no, I was there for the week long for a national bowling tournament that I went to my first year. And,
Wow.
it was so hot that week we went. It was so bad. I think it was like 96 the entire time we were there, and we were dying. We barely did anything because it was so
Wow.
hot.
Wow.
Oh.
All right, off of that topic now.
All right.
Trey,
Well,
you
all
said
right.
you had a topic.
Yeah, I had
Yeah.
to stop. Out of your whole life, what was your funniest moment ever?
Oh,
God.
God. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. I don't know about this. I don't know about this.
I can't.
Well,
can't.
one of
Actually-
mine is when I was playing that FNAF game
Oh, no.
and recording it, and it scared me, right?
Oh,
And
I think I know what you're talking about.
I was watching back the footage, and my reaction, I couldn't stop laughing for like an hour straight.
Just like, look at yourself.
Well, I don't really know what my funniest one was. I've had so many, but one of the funniest things that I've ever happened with when it comes to Eric
Oh, no.
is when
Oh, no. Oh, God.
is when we were on FaceTime and he was making the balance bro bracelet, and he was like, and
Oh, no.
he threw himself down the stairs. And all you heard was like a thud, and I was like, are you okay? And he was like, I fell down the stairs. I was like, what? I was like, are you okay? And he was like, yeah, I put a mattress there. And I was like,
But I went boom. Even though there was a mattress there, I slid and I hit the table with my head.
and then he showed me like the video of it, and I could not stop laughing.
Oh
it
my
was
God,
so funny.
Actually, no. One of the funniest things that's happened to me actually just happened like 2 months ago. So my buddy and I were walking to Checkers by his house, and we were walking back. And there's like this dentist office that always has their back light on.
Yeah.
Well, the light went off after we were walking. And nobody was by us. Nobody was anything. I was like, I'm fine. I was completely fine. But my buddy's like standing there like, what the hell was that? So we keep walking. We finally get to like the sidewalk because we have to cross the street.
Yeah.
The street light, I kid you not, the street light above us goes out.
Oh,
Wow.
oh no. Oh,
My buddy,
you got some kind of Satan following you. I don't know.
My friend sprints towards his house and leaves. I was like, where are you going? He's like, every man for himself.
It was like there's just some murderer right there, and he just walks out like
Listen.
he just left you here. Like I ain't gonna kill you.
I'd rather kill him.
Yeah.
I'm leaving you here.
Guys,
Oh my
listen.
gosh.
Okay.
Honestly.
So actually, I've had one of those experiences where I was walking down. One of my friends, and it was like nighttime. I don't know where we were going. I don't know where we were coming. I don't know where we were coming from. Like, I don't know where we were going. But we were walking past like the Dollar General. And you know what I'm talking about? How there was like the Dollar General. And
Oh, no.
right
I know what you mean.
Like right
I
near
know what you mean.
Adventure Landing and stuff like that. You know the Dollar General I'm talking.
I know
Oh,
where
no,
it is.
Family Dollar. The Family Dollar.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, at night we were walking past it, and we were like we were walking like directly past it, and we looked inside, and there were like these like TVs like in the background that you could see. And it like looked like it was like us like on like the TV like in the background, but it was also like going in and out, and it was like pitch dark like in that place, like nobody was there, but you could see like the TVs from the inside, and then like this really loud noise went off, and I was like, oh no, I was like, oh bitch, we gotta get out of here. So it's like nighttime. We sprint across, and you know how much. Even at nighttime, that street is still busy. So we sprinted across, and almost got hit by a car. But I was like,
oh shoot,
there is some satanic stuff. There is some satanic stuff inside that Family Dollar.
I'd rather die by a car than die by a ghost.
Exactly.
oh,
No. As weird as this sounds, I actually think I want to go into like a haunted, like abandoned building.
I've been into the Central Terminal. I went for
Oh,
Halloween.
really?
That was really, really cool.
Dude, I want to go. I want to go there. I want to go there so bad. Like,
Yeah,
no,
it was
because like
cool.
I watched all these like old like haunted videos of like guys going into like old haunted
Yeah,
insane
I went
asylums
into
and
an
stuff.
asylum the year before that too.
Oh, really?
I forgot what it was called. Yeah, it was really, really, really cool.
I want to go just to like see like how everything is, because when you're watching it on YouTube, it's like a whole different thing.
Yeah, it's better if you go at night. It's way more creepier at night because you have to have flashlights, because like it's pitch black, because like none of the
I
lights
want to
work
bring
in
a
there.
Ouija board.
All right, since we're on the topic of ghosts,
oh wait, I got a funny
let's
story.
all talk about our most haunting experience.
Oh no! Oh god! All right.
Haunting? You mean hunting or haunting?
Actually, no.
Haunting.
What did he
That-
say?
Okay.
That-
all right.
What did he say?
Sound-
What did he say? What did he say,
It sounded
Trey?
like he said hunting. I
Actually,
thought
no.
hunting.
The instance with my buddy running away from me and the street light going off actually was like the weirdest thing that's ever happened to me. I mean, besides when you go down to the
Story time.
basement and try to shut off the lights so no one kills you.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Listen,
Pitch black
I know
outside.
exactly.
let me tell you two stories. All right.
Okay.
So just speaking of basements, my basement has no lights in it.
Oh, no.
oh,
Oh, no.
There's no lights
no.
in it.
Oh god.
There's no
One
okay.
day.
There's one light, and it's all the way at the back of my basement. My basement's like, I live in an apartment, so it's like split into two sides. So the only light is on the upstairs neighbors, like over there. And like if you walk down there, all you can see is like the light and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh no. I'm like, I gotta get out of here. So
Nope.
Yeah. So I don't go
Right.
down there at night because it's pitch black. And then my second haunting experience. This is like really freaky. So more like 5 or 6 years ago, my mom had a boyfriend, and we were living in his house with him, and his great grandma haunted like the house, right? So
hell
you'll be
no.
like sitting on the sofa, right?
Oh shoot.
And the attic door would open and then slam shut, and I'm like,
Gotta go.
Like,
Gotta go.
soldier.
I'm like, someone needs to get this old lady out of here because I would sleep like in like the corner. It was like this back bedroom was like a corner, and I could hear it like all night, and I'm just like,
I gotta go.
Gotta go.
like, gotta blast a shoe. Like, someone needs to
Gotta
get
go
this
fast
lady
like
out of here
Sonic.
because she would freak the hell
Rip.
out of me like every day. Like I just be sitting there, watching TV, mind my business, and all of a sudden I hear the door creak open, and then it go, psh, and it would slam, and I'm just like, grab it onto my chair and stuff like that. I'm like,
Just like,
Mom,
excuse
we
me?
gotta get out of here.
Don't you guys have some moments when you're like, okay, like when it's really dark, you'd be like, okay,
yeah.
okay.
Oh yeah,
I'm
all the
afraid of the
time.
dark.
No. The one weird thing, I have like this glow in the dark necklace that's like skeleton heads that I won at a movie theater, and I hang it on the back of my door where my coat hanger is.
Yeah.
So I forgot that it was there the one day. And I woke up in the it was like 4:30 at night. I woke up in the middle of the night, looked to my left, and there's the skeleton. There's the skeleton necklace
Oh,
glowing
boy.
right in the
no.
darkness. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh god, what are you?
It's time to burn that. Yeah, it's
That's some voodoo.
Some voodoo up in here.
it's way
I'm
overdone.
so
voodoo
terrified. It was so bad, honestly. And then no, I had like my dress hanging on my closet door. And like the way that my neighbor's light's like right next to my window where my bed is.
Yeah.
So my neighbor's light went off, so I woke up in the middle of the night. I look at my closet, and it looks like there's somebody standing there.
Oh, bitch.
I
I've
was
had
like,
that happen to me before. I've had that happen to me
Do you ever
before.
just like be in the dark and just feel like someone's
Someone's
just
watching
like,
you.
Yes.
watching
Yes.
you?
Yes.
all the
I
time.
swear to God,
No,
my-
I always
bad.
think like
Yes.
when I'm in my bed sleeping, it'll be like pitch black in my room. I always feel like a monster's about to eat me
I always
right
feel
under
like
my
someone's
bed.
like-
I'd be like, yo.
I have to sleep with my back towards my wall because I'm afraid
I have to do that sometimes. Yeah, I have to do that
towards, like,
sometimes.
my
Great.
open
No,
room.
no matter how old you are, never put your foot or hand over the
Exactly.
edge. You just
Never
never
do
do
that.
Exactly.
Right.
Never.
No,
I don't care
one
who
weird
you
thing,
are.
One weird thing when I was a kid, I used to think if I covered my entire body by covers,
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my
they
God.
could see me, that like vampires can get me.
I know.
It's like the blankets. It doesn't. You're just impenetrable
Right.
for anything.
I used to
Right.
surround myself. Listen, I was like, when I was like 5 and 6, I used to surround myself. Like, I used to lay in the middle of my bed and surround myself with stuffed animals.
I did that too.
No, yeah,
I did
dude,
that
let me
too.
tell you
Because I thought
something.
they
Oh my
would
God.
protect me.
Let me tell you
my
something.
God.
There was one time where I was scared of the dark so bad. My parents were gone. I had my stuffed teddy bear. I was like, "It's okay. Trey's got you. The ghost is not gonna haunt us."
Actually, no. I do have another haunting story. The one time I was home alone, I think I was on vacation, and my mom was at work, my dad was at work, and my brother was with his
Oh
girlfriend.
yeah, I hate being home alone at night.
And no,
that's-
no,
yeah,
it
that's
wasn't even
terrible.
at night. It wasn't even at night. It was like at 1:00 in the afternoon.
Oh.
So I'm sitting there
Oh,
with my
shoot.
dogs, and I like keep like a baseball bat like with me when I'm home.
Yeah.
By myself,
Mhm,
like,
right.
just in case. So front door's locked, back door's locked.
Yeah.
The only other door that's not locked is the door to the basement.
Okay.
So all of a sudden, I'm sitting there watching TV with my dogs, and all of a sudden I hear.
Oh, bitch.
I was like, oh god!
Oh,
and
no.
the worst thing was, it came from the basement. I was
Wow.
like, oh no!
Oh my God.
I
That's
literally
when you
no,
run
no, no,
out
no,
of the
no.
house.
Listen.
No, I literally looked at my dog. I'm like, lady, did you hear that? She looks at me like, what is wrong with you? No, I grab my baseball bat. I go downstairs.
Oh, why?
There was somebody.
Don't go towards the noise.
I am
Go
aware.
away
I don't
from
give a
it,
crap.
right.
Always go
No.
further away
I
from
went
the
downstairs
noise.
just to make sure what happened. I went downstairs. I opened the door to my dad's
Yeah.
like, craft room. Nothing happened. Nothing. Like everything's standing fine. Went into the laundry room where everything is. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
Nothing's moved. I went in the bathroom. Nothing's moved. I went to the back where all of my brothers and I's like toys and stuff are.
Yeah.
Nothing's freaking moved.
Oh,
I don't know what happened.
Listen.
I went upstairs, closed the door, and I pulled the drawer out so that nobody could. And I looked at my dog and I was like, "It's okay, lady. If anybody comes in, I'm just gonna hit them over the head with my baseball
Listen,
bat."
I have a really okay. So in my house, I have like the old-fashioned furnaces, right?
Yeah.
And they're like
Hippos.
All right. Anyways, as I was saying, so I have like these really old heaters, and because I live in a freaking ancient apartment, and they're like the old-fashioned heaters, like the ones that like you actually see like attached to the wall.
Yeah.
And at night when they go on, they make like this banging noise, and it's like a noise like outside my house, and I'm like sitting on the sofa one night, and I really didn't notice it happened until I was like actually like listening, and it did it, and I was like, what is going on outside? And it just kept like happening, and I was like, okay. I was like, is someone outside my house? Like, what's going on right now? Pets are the worst when it comes to things like that, because cats will look at just like random corners of the house, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what are you looking at? I'm like, what do you
What
see?
are you staring at?
I'm like, what do you see that I can't? Yeah. I'm
No,
like, what do
my
you
dog-
see that I can't see? Like,
I actually think my dog gets possessed sometimes, because she will literally, where our entertainment center is like, it has doors and it's like glass doors, so you can see like a reflection in it.
yeah.
My dog will look at her reflection in the thing. I'm like, are you like the devil right now? What are you doing?
Yo.
Like, I actually think something's wrong with you.
The first time my cat had a seizure at our house, I thought she was possessed. But she actually just has a seizure
Oh
disorder.
my god!
Oh my
What?
god.
But I thought there was something wrong with her, and I was like, "Mom,
There's
because she's a black cat."
Oh,
And I was
okay.
like-
That's like 10 times worse.
I was like, "We just bought like a satanic cat, Mom." Like, what?
satanic cat.
We brought
No.
this cat into our
It's
house.
basically
like,
a magnet. Like,
yeah.
Satanic
like-
cat sounds like a band. It really does.
Probably is.
Satanic
the,
cat.
the name of the podcast, Satanic Cat.
No, I got it.
What? What?
Summer.
Today, Junior, come on, spit it out.
Satanic Hello Kitty. That's the name of the podcast.
Satanic Hello
Satanic
Kitty.
Hello Kitty.
That's from the book I'm
Literally,
reading right
there's
now
just
for
one
English.
time
We're gonna
Um,
need to take a rain check on that.
Even more demonetization.
There's literally
all
this
good.
one time.
It's all
This was like a haunted / funny moment. So I mean,
Oh
there
my
was this
God.
one time me and my brother were. My mom had to work, so it was like plain dark. We were watching TV in my mom's living room.
Yeah.
My brother. So we heard this banging on the side of the house,
Oh.
and my brother was like, "Trey, you hear that?" And I was like, "No." He heard, and we heard it again. I was like, "Yeah, I hear that." My brother runs upstairs. I checked the door to see if anybody was knocking on the door. I heard that banging.
Yeah.
And so I opened the door. You know who it was? My dad.
Just like, yo, what's good? It's your dad.
That actually happened to me before. I was probably last summer. Yeah, I was in my room, and there's the wall, and outside's the backyard.
Yeah.
And one of my dad's friends came over.
Oh, no.
But I didn't know he was
Yeah.
there. So all you heard was banging on the side of the house.
No.
And when I
Oh my
went
God,
outside and looked, there was no one there. And I didn't know until like a few days later.
Have you guys ever been like home alone, and then like a random number who you don't know calls you?
Yes.
And
Oh
you're
my
just
god.
Yes.
That happens all the time.
Okay.
You know what? This is the same exact story, but a little different. So I was on my phone watching YouTube or something. I see an unknown number. It was like 716 something.
Yeah.
So I answered. All I heard was breathing. Then
That's the worst.
Oh my God,
No, but here's the
No.
thing.
Freak
Here's the
me
thing.
out.
Here's the thing. I waited like a minute because I kept hearing breathing. I was like, "Hello." He's like, "Trey, this is your brother."
Oh my god, Jesus.
I was like, "Bro."
All right, 2 stories to tell. One about cell phones. The other one about another time I thought someone was trying to break into my house / my house was haunted. So, picture this. Ready, guys?
Yeah.
It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. Okay,
my
it's
God.
1 o'clock in the morning. I'm sleeping peacefully, and then all of a sudden there's like this huge like bang like on the side of my house, right? And like my mom jolts awake, and like I'm awake now. My cats are like freaked out, and we're checking it out, and I'm just like, Mom, like what's going on right now? And then it happens again, and we wake up in the morning to find that our gutter fell off of our house because of the ice, because we didn't clean it out, so the gutter fell off of the house. And
Actually,
that's what it was, and it hit the neighbor's car, and they were not happy.
Actually, no.
Shoot.
The one day, this was recently, this was like a month ago. We were in the living room, me and my mom and my dad and my 2 dogs, and all of a sudden we hear whimpering. We're like, okay, it's not coming from our dogs. Where's it coming from? And then we hear it again, but it like stops every once in a while.
Yeah.
We're like, what is going on? So we're looking around. We're looking outside to see if there's like a dog anywhere.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then my dad shuts off the TV completely, and then we hear it again. I look out the window. It's my next door neighbor talking to our neighbor that has a dog. I was like, what is this? I thought it was like a stray dog.
Guys, I got a question. Have you ever had a dream where you felt like you were actually in that dream, but you wake up and you weren't? You were like,
the time.
All of the time.
Every time
that actually
Right
happened
now.
to me. I had a dream the one day that my dad and I were driving home from somewhere, and we stopped at a hardware store. And I've actually never told anybody this. No, we were stopping at a hardware store, and my dad ran in to get something, and I was sitting there like whatever. And my aunt pulls up and walks into the hardware store with my dad. All of a sudden, guy in a ski mask goes into the hardware store and starts yelling to give them money. I was like, "What's going on?" And my dad mouths to me, "Call the police." And my phone's in the car. I get out of the car, so I have better reception, I guess. I don't know.
Wait,
I was like
is this
12.
a dream
This
versus
is a
real?
dream. This is a dream. This is
clarify.
a dream. This is a dream. No, I got out. This is how I knew it was a dream, because I would have never gotten out of the car.
Well, yeah.
And I got out of the car, tried to call the phone. Phone was dead. I yelled to my dad like the moron I am. The phone's dead. And no, guy that has the gun in the hardware store turns around and shoots me. I woke up and I was like,
Oh my god. No,
happened?
every time I fall asleep, like it's like right, I swear it's like right in the beginning when I fall asleep, I'll have this dream, and it happens to me every night, and then all of a sudden my body will like jolt, and I'll like
the falling dream.
Just like,
Yeah.
whoa.
No, the
Where
falling
am I?
dream. That happens to me every night when I go to bed.
Yeah,
There's
it's
this
so
honestly-
scares the
honestly.
shit out of me.
There's this
So
one
scary.
dream where I had where we went to my family went to the circus. It was called Circus Tatiana. It was my dream.
Sounds like a
So-
Okay.
So we went and saw these animals. We came out of that circus. We saw like a bunch of stuffed animals. So
Please tell me they came alive and started to attack
they
you.
did. And you know what? And you know what? One was
Called it.
actually a couple were evil. One had vampire teeth.
Oh my
There-
god,
and then,
why?
like, honestly,
Trey's obsession with
no,
vampires.
the thing-
Comes from
They-
the
this
dreams.
is
where it
like, first,
started.
not only there was like stuffed animals, there was like the humongous elephant you'll ever see. It was like
Humongous.
Even bigger than a
humongous.
regular size elephant.
yes,
Honestly,
yes. There was like this it was like a mongoose or something.
A
And
mongoose.
yeah.
That's a really weird
Why is it
animal
a
to have in a
mongoose?
dream.
But
I don't even know what it
no,
looks like.
Yeah, I know, but
I
here's
don't
the
even know.
What does a mongoose even look like? Somebody pull up a picture. I don't even know what it looks like.
Here's the funny
Isn't
thing.
it like
My-
half goose, half like it looks like
Half mon,
dog
half
monkey.
goose.
half goose, half.
But here's the thing. The funniest part of that dream was that my dad tried to stop this humongous elephant. He was like, "You won't be able to stop me." The elephant just crunched him, just stomped on him. And,
Rest in peace, Harold's dad.
and
If
then
the other
literally he'd be
hippie
like,
Harold
honestly,
Sr.
he became evil. And when I woke up, I was like, "Is my body okay?" And I fell off the bed. I was like, "Dude."
I've never fallen off my
After
bed before.
I actually did. No, the one summer it was so hot in my room, I actually lifted off of my bed and laid there. No, because you're like, when you're hot during the summer and when you're in bed, you're trying to like move.
Yeah, you're just
parts
like,
of your
yeah.
bed. I couldn't get comfortable, so I literally, my body was on the ground and my legs were on my bed, and I'm like, this is comfortable. Like this.
Oh my gosh.
When I was little, there was this one like movie I watched, and it was about a farm that had like talking vegetables.
Oh my god!
you
I
talking
think
about
Do you
veggie
know
tales?
what-
Yeah.
Wait,
Dude.
are they like? Is it like real, like puppets?
Veggie Tales?
No,
Veggie
it's a
Tales.
No, it's not.
cartoon.
No, it's
Yeah,
not
it's a
puppets. It's a cartoon.
I know. I think I'm talking about a different one then, because
Okay, well, as soon as
It
you
was
said
so-
talking vegetables, I
I knew,
automatically
Yeah,
thought
it was
Veggie
like
Tales.
Veggie Tales.
it might be. I don't know, but
It might be. Who knows?
I saw that, and then I don't know, maybe years later, I had a dream that I was on a farm, right? And there was a centaur. Don't know why a centaur is on a farm to
Yeah.
begin with. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's half horse.
I don't know. It could.
I mean, it's half horse.
And he kicked sand in my eyes, so that I went crying, and I went crying to the talking potato. And the potato soothed me, and then I woke up.
Have you guys ever had those dreams where like okay, well, you like have them, and like a couple months later, you're in like a situation, and you can swear you
went
had a
the
dream.
same
Yeah.
Deja
Oh my
vu. You can,
gosh.
so I was sitting in English class today, and we were talking about the book we're reading, Lord of the Flies, and this kid Travis was like showing me his notes, and he said something, and like then this kid Elijah said something, and I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
I've
it just,
seen
it
this
just
before.
triggers something.
And I'm just
That
like,
happens all the
wait,
time.
I've had a dream about this. Something this has already been said before.
I know.
And I'm just
it's
like,
it's like I've
it's
already
like
been
the
through
weirdest
this.
thing.
It's
yeah,
so
right.
weird.
It's like the weirdest thing in the
It's
world.
the weirdest thing.
You just get like deja vu,
Like
and I'm
all
just
the-
like,
Maybe
yeah, like
one
all
day
the-
we'll
like all
all
of a
understand.
yeah, and I'm just like, I know you said this before. Like I know we've definitely
What
had
if
this
we're, like-
conversation.
Exactly.
What if like we're all psychic and we're like talking to each other, but we don't know it?
That'd be sick.
So then
Oh,
we know
that'd
be
what's gonna
sweet.
happen.
That'd be
but
awesome, actually.
We're not completely sure about it.
That'd be awesome,
Oh my
actually.
God.
That'd be cool.
I actually like that.
That'd be cool.
Have you ever guys like when it was dark? Have you guys ever looked in the bathroom, like at a bathroom, and you always think somebody's gonna,
Yes.
a ghost or a random person
Mhm.
comes
No,
out
actually,
of
I
that?
feel
just
safe in the
slowly,
bath.
like-
Bloody Mary,
Yeah.
Bloody Mary.
I feel safe in the bathroom.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
Actually, no.
The
I'm
bathroom
that-
doesn't scare me
I'm
as
that
much as my
person-
closet. My closet, let me tell you, when I cannot sleep with my closet open.
Listen, honey.
No, because one night, story time. Here we go. One
Let's
night
go.
I was sleeping,
Flips the hair back.
and my door was open. My closet door was open,
Oh,
and
no.
my room door was open.
Oh.
And I wake up in the middle of the night, and they're both closed, and my light's off, and I'm like. I'm like, okay. So I started sleeping with my door open for the rest of, like, I still sleep with my door open and my closet door shut because I just, like, I can't, like, it freaks me out. Like, every single time I think of it, I'm like, I asked my mom the next day, I'm like, Mom, did you close my door? She was like, no, I was sleeping. I was like, great.
Was it possibly your cat?
Actually, my cat did open a door one time with his paws.
Really?
I mean,
Yes.
That's
you never
awesome.
know. Maybe he went to the closet to talk to the demon that you can't see.
Listen,
It was
listen.
a meeting.
Listen, no, this is the cat talking to the demon. Listen, I understand. Listen, the satanic cat. Listen, I understand you want to kill her, but she feeds me. So
Yeah,
can
right.
you do me this solid and not kill
After
her?
she feeds me, then you can take her. I
then
don't
you can take
I
her.
don't
The
care what
next,
you do with
next
her after
5
that.
times she feeds me. That way I know I'm fat.
Yeah.
It's all good.
All right. Has anyone ever sleepwalked, or someone saw?
I
someone
gotta, you know
sleepwalk?
what? I
actually
gotta
have-
support.
I actually have
Can
it.
I go first, please?
Well, hold on.
Yeah, and then let me go after you.
My one friend was sleeping over at my house, and I was still awake, but he was sleeping. He got up, walked over to my computer, looked at it, then went to the bathroom and went to sleep. And then when I asked him about it in the morning, he had no idea what I was talking about.
Listen, I was sleeping over at my dad's house because my parents are divorced. So when I went over to my dad's house, I was sleeping in the same room like my little brother. He has like bunk beds, so he was in the bed like there was like 3 beds in there. So he was in the one bed, and I was sleeping on the bottom bunk. And we were watching a movie, and he had fallen asleep. And I'm just like, sitting there. We were watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh
like
God!
Oh, wow.
Wait, the newer one or the original
I
one from the '90s?
I forgot which one it was.
Oh God!
This was like 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
And he sits up and he looks at me and he goes, "Sissy," and I'm like, "Yeah, like what's up? Like I thought you were sleeping." He was like, "I really like this Spider-Man movie," and I was like, I was like, boy, what?
Wow.
I was like,
What do
Zach,
you
I was
mean?
like, Zach, we're not watching Spider-Man. He goes, yeah, we are. It's on the TV, and he's like talking to me, and I'm like, and his eyes are like wide open, but they look like they're like pitch black, and I'm like,
Oh,
That's not frightening at all.
I'm
Yes,
like,
oh my God.
I'm like, Bud, are you awake? And he was like, yeah, I think so. And I'm like,
I think so.
I think so.
and then he
Why do
goes,
you have to think about it?
and then he was like, I'm gonna go back to bed now. But he was like sleeping, and I asked him, I was like, dude, do you remember waking up to the middle of the night talking? He was like, no. And I was like, Dad, there's a ghost in the house, and I got your son yesterday. I was like, it was this close to getting me.
It got your son.
I got your son last
That
night.
is like
Yo.
one of my worst fears
Yo.
is waking up and talking to someone, but they not know they're talking
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah.
No,
that's
my biggest fear. I've
terrifying.
heard people that are like, oh yeah, when my one friend was sleeping over, and like they were sleepwalking, but when like I woke up, they were like standing next to me, and I'm like,
I'm sorry.
let me
what?
tell you, if someone ever did that, they would get jawed in their
I know.
Act right or go night night.
Exactly.
There's one time I forgot what time. I think it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I was in my room.
No wonder.
Nope.
It's
Devil's
3
hour.
o'clock.
Devil's hour.
So I couldn't sleep. My brother, my 10-year-old brother wakes up. He goes in the bathroom. I'd be like, okay, he's going to the bathroom. I see him grab the toothpaste. He's sucking on the toothpaste. I'm like, no, that's the toothpaste. He was like, and then he went to the fountain. He was like, I was like, Cam, you need to go back to bed. And he was like, what happened? I had to take him back to his room.
Yeah, you're not supposed to wake people up when they're sleepwalking. It can be like really dangerous.
Yeah,
like
why
you're just
is it
supposed to like.
terrible?
I don't know. Apparently, it's just like I don't
think
know.
it's
I don't
because
know why
I
it's
think,
terrible. Because they don't know what's going on. So
yeah,
like,
they can't decipher whether between it's reality or they're
Yeah.
still dreaming.
So like you're not supposed to wake them up, and it's actually like really dangerous people to sleepwalk because like they could go downstairs and stuff like that.
Fall down the stairs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fall downstairs and stuff like that. So it's actually really dangerous, but you're not supposed to wake them up when they do it.
Do you think anyone has ever gotten up and started sleep driving?
Yes,
Probably. It's probably.
Oh,
Yeah.
Probably.
boy.
Actually,
Oh
I
my
watched a
God.
story one time about this lady. She was this lady. It was like a murder. Like she got into
Really?
her car. She drove to like her ex husband's house, and she murdered like him and
my
him and
God.
his new girlfriend. And then she drove back to her house, and the next day she had no idea what happened.
Oh my God.
Well, I mean,
Jesus.
that's good because now you don't know you're lying
Well-
in court.
Well, I didn't know what happened. She's lying.
I don't know what
Death
happened.
penalty. Oh, one funny thing that happened to me. I was just thinking about it. I was at a bowling match like 2 years ago. It was my freshman year, and I went up to bowl and I went back to throw the ball, or I went back in my windup and I went to go throw the ball. My ball got stuck on my fingers. I went up with the ball. I landed. My ball landed on the lane. I'm on my back. I pushed myself up on my elbows to look to see what happened. I look.
No,
the
don't
ball
tell me.
strikes. I stand up and I walk away. I'm like, I'm never gonna be able to do that again in my life.
Dude,
You know those people that like throw it at the ceiling?
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
ceiling breaks.
Yeah. Well, that actually, I saw someone do that once. I was just like, that is all you. I'm just gonna walk away. You can
I'm
deal with
gonna
that.
skirt away from this.
I was midnight bowling one time, and my ex-boyfriend, he was very drunk, and he you know how like the pin thing comes down and like picks up the pins
pin
and then
run,
like
yeah.
Yeah.
he bowled when it was still down, and it
I've
hit
done that
the thing
before.
and it like broke it, and
Wait, that's why the thing is
We got
supposed to come
yelled
down
at.
in front
No.
of it.
My
no,
friend,
he like broke like the thing that comes down in front of it.
Oh.
He broke that because he bowled when it was down, and I'm like,
no, my friends and I actually got yelled at.
hard
Did he get kicked
yeah,
out?
he got kicked out, and I was like, I'm not going out. I was like, you can go home. I was like, I'm staying to bowl. I don't know about
No,
you, but
my friends and I actually got yelled at for that one day. We were just like fooling around. It was like our end of the year party for our
Yeah.
Saturday league, and my friends and I were just palling around. And the woman that actually runs it, I'm actually friends with her. She walks up to us and goes, "Guys, if you have to keep doing that, I'm probably gonna have to throw you out." I'm like, "Cake."
Now we know why, because they can break.
what's the baddest thing you've ever done? Got kicked out of a bowling alley.
Wow, you're so hardcore, man.
Rebel.
Oh my God, no.
Who's the clumsiest here?
Eric.
Me? No,
I'm
I seriously doubt that. I literally trip over nothing.
It's Eric.
I literally trip over air.
Okay, let me tell you this story. This happened in elementary school, like in 5th grade. So we were in this we were like, who wanted to be the line leader? I was like, me. So everybody was in one single file line. The teacher tells me to get up. Teacher told me, go in front of the line since you want to be the line leader. There's this little plastic bag right on the floor. And it was a big plastic bag, and I didn't even see it. So I'd be walking, I'd be like, well, no, nothing's gonna happen to me today. Until a second, I literally slipped on the floor with the plastic bag. I'm like, what happened?
Can we
to
have that
that?
banana peel sound effect in there?
Can we talk about the
Just
video? Have you guys ever seen the video where the people are like, I'm trying to see if this banana peel is actually slippery, and then they touch it and they're like, oh, it's not, and they step on it and they fall back.
Just
Can we talk about how line leaders, though, that was just preparing you to be the first car in line while
I
driving?
hated
Oh my
line
God,
leaders.
same.
That's what that's
I
preparing
honestly
you for.
No,
hated.
line leaders was the most serious thing when you were in elementary school. To
Oh, yeah.
just be the first in
Oh,
line to
yeah.
go anywhere in school.
They'd be like,
hate-
they'd
it
be
was so
literally, they'd be
stupid.
complaining, like, I want to be the line leader.
yeah, and then it's like whoever got up first.
We used
or
to
the
have like
or it has to go to that degree where the teacher actually has to pick a line leader every day.
Yeah, yeah.
we used to have these things. I forgot what they were called, but only like the 5th graders could do it. And like when I was in 5th grade, I was like so excited, and then like I wasn't picked, and I was so upset. I actually hated.
I
5th
waited
grade.
so long.
I
for
waited
this.
so long to be. Oh, it was safety patrol.
I was part of that.
I never got to be safety patrol.
No, I
that
was
sucks for you.
No, for elementary school, middle school, I was this thing called a peer helper in elementary school. I got chosen to do it. I had to go in during summer to get training for it.
That's a little
It's
extreme.
literally no. It was for like, what if a kid comes to you that they're getting bullied? Like, what if they have
Say,
problems?
fight them.
Like, no, well,
Take that
well,
one.
yeah. I mean, now I would say just go fight them, but not anymore. Not when I was a kid. I was like strictly against that.
Rip.
But no.
Now
we
it's
went-
just like
we went
punch
there.
him in the face.
Slug him, man. No, no, but and then middle school, I was in this thing called Extreme Leaders. My counselor came up with it.
Oh, it sounds like a lot of work.
Well,
actually.
actually, no, it wasn't. I had to go up to the counselor every Wednesday to have lunch with like the special needs kid. Like,
Oh,
we
yeah.
got, like a group of us, like 3 or 4 of us.
Familiar.
Wait, something real quick. Have any of you ever been in like this? Okay, so my school back in elementary school, there was like this like special like reading teacher for kids who like were slow at reading,
Yeah.
and it was like in like this little special room with like all like these letters and shapes and stuff like that. And I was like, and you had like this little folder you had to open up and like take your stuff out, and I'm just like, wait, why am I in this class? Why am I in this class?
That actually got me really mad. In 8th grade, I passed my final exam in 7th grade with an 89.
Oh, that's good.
With an
Can't
80.
relate.
With an 80. No, with an 80. And so the next year I come in for 8th grade, I check my schedule, and it says I have AIS literacy. I was like, what the hell is this? So I go up to my counselor, and I'm like, what is this? I don't need to take literacy. She goes, oh, well, there must have been like a scheduling mix-up or something. I'm like, so switch me out.
Yeah.
I went to my teacher. I'm like, is this wrong? Like, I'm not supposed to be in this. I was in your class last year. You know I'm not supposed to be here.
Yeah.
He goes,
Right.
no, you're on my roster. I'm like, what? What? I'm sorry. I literally had to deal with it for an entire semester, and I'm literally sitting there with like the dumbest kids in my class. I was like, get me out of here. I
don't you
wanted
ju-
my study hall back.
But then again, it must have been great because you're just like
I'm the
outsmarting
smartest
the
kid.
kids.
Honestly, I'm just like, I'm done with my assignments in 5 minutes, and the kids are like doing the entire class period.
Speaking of earlier
Entire
school,
class period.
I was in 5th grade, and there was this girl who
think we all
bullied me
were.
every single day in 5th grade. Her name was Aaliyah. Shout out, bitch, because you go to my school now, so ha. and she bullied me every single freaking day of my life
my
in 5th
God.
grade, and I hated her. And I remember the one time, you know how instead of like, well, at least in my school, we used to have like the cubbies where you put like your backpack and your coat in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, she was in there one time trying to steal change out of Ben Proto's Mario change thing, and I walked in on her stealing it, and I was like, what are you doing? And then she was like, nothing. And she goes, mind your business. And she put it back. She went to the teacher and told her it was me.
Oh my God.
Listen. And she goes, well, I can't trust you in the classroom anymore by yourself. And I'm like,
Are you
really,
kidding
Mrs.
me?
Hanley?
Oh.
Really? Shout out to Mrs. Hanley, because Miss Hanley was the worst 5th grade teacher I could possibly have ever had. And then she's like, yeah, I can't trust you in the classroom anymore. And then she was like, Aaliyah, thank you so much for telling me. And I was like, oh,
Girl.
just wait. And now
Girl.
I'm like 5 feet taller than her, and I'm like, I dare you to bully me. I dare you.
You should
Honey.
you should get revenge now.
I want to.
Like make it a.
but she's in
bigger
like the
scale.
anger management classes, so clearly she has some problems.
Honestly though,
Issues.
I used to actually get bullied when I was really little.
Oh, me too.
I used to get bullied when I was in elementary school for my deep voice.
I used to dress like a butch lesbian, so I used to get bullied. I used to.
Hey,
no,
You're talking to the lesbian right
No,
now. There's
listen.
nothing wrong with dressing like that.
listen. It was bad. I don't blame people for thinking that I was a lesbian because I looked like one.
I mean-
I used to wear my hair up every single day. I used to wear hoodies, basketball shorts, and a hat. That sounds like a butch lesbian to me. And I was like that up until literally freshman year. So 3 years ago,
Wow.
I was like, Mom, you let me go my life looking like this. I was like, do you even care? I was like, did you even care about me? You let me go my whole life looking like that, going out looking like that.
We thought you were trying to say something, honey.
I know. My mom was like, She goes, Tori, I'm gonna be honest with you. When you were in middle school, I thought you were into girls. I'm like, girl, thanks.
Wow,
I'm
okay.
like, thanks.
Actually, no.
I hate old pictures of myself.
When I came out to my mom and my dad, my mom was just like, okay, whatever. When I came out to my dad, he was like, okay, I'm happy for you, whatever. When I told my brother, now there's a story. No, we went out to dinner the one night. It was me and my dad, my mom, and my brother. So I was like, okay, I gotta tell him like now. I can't keep this in any longer.
Yeah.
And I started crying in the middle of the restaurant because I was so scared. I didn't know what he was gonna say. I thought he was gonna get mad at me because I didn't know how he was gonna react. So I looked at my dad and I'm like, Dad, I can't tell him. You need to tell him. My dad tells my brother, no crap. This is what my brother says to me. He goes, I live in the house, don't I? I'm crying in the restaurant. I looked at him through the tears. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, as soon as you dyed your hair, I knew you were gay. I was like,
Yo!
So how come we always hear about these coming out stories? We never hear about these kids telling their parents that they're straight. Like,
because it's the normality.
I know.
But
Like,
it's
have you ever
like
seen
some
those like
just
things
expect
on like Instagram?
What if
they're
like
where they're
straight? What
there's
if like
all these
straight
coming
was
out
the-
stories, but there's no stories about people telling their parents that they're straight. Like,
Boy, we don't need, dude. Okay, if you are straight, you do not need to tell your parents that you are straight. If you are gay or bi, you need to tell your parents you're gay or bi. I'm sorry, that's just how it is.
It's a personal preference. I mean, you could just like bring a girl home and be like, hey,
This is
gotta
my
go.
friend.
Well, actually no, because if you actually do that, some parents actually might kick you out.
well,
Depending on how cool your parent is. Depending on how cool the parent is. I mean, it depends.
they should be
Wow.
shot.
Has anybody came up to you and be like, "Yo, I got an emergency," and just be like, "Hi."
Yeah, I do that all the time to Eric. I'll go, Eric.
I'm like, what are you doing for?
I'll text. I'll be like, Eric, answer, please, help, Eric. I'll be like,
Eric, I'm dying.
He'll be like, what's wrong? I'll be like, how are you? He goes, I hate you. And like ignores me for the rest of the day.
My brother usually comes up to me. He'd be like, "Trey, I got a solution. I gotta tell you something that's really, really exciting." I'd be like, "What is it?" I'd be like, "What's up?" Like,
No. Okay. Have you guys ever seen? I heard this story on Facebook. Have you guys ever seen the story of the girl or the guy that ditched the girl on the date because he didn't?
Sounds like my friend Nathan.
No. This guy. No, actually, it was a girl. Actually, no. This girl was out to dinner with this guy that she met on like a dating website or something.
Tinder.
And realized, I mean, I don't know. They didn't specify. No, and then all of a sudden, the guy through like the middle of the thing calls his guy friend, and like she can hear him through like because he wasn't very far away from the table, saying like, "Oh yeah, she's an ass. She's terrible looking, dude. She looks disgusting." So she grabbed her purse. She told him that she was gonna pay for dinner. By the way. She grabbed her purse, went to the bathroom, went out the window, and left him with a check.
Yo, guys supposed to be doing that too. They'll be like, they'll see like the girl that they're going with, and they'll be like, "Oh, she's so ugly." Like, bitch, shut your ass up. Like, you don't have a girlfriend.
with me, sir. I'm sorry.
That's why you're ugly and you don't have a girlfriend. So sit down and shut up.
I am the best you are ever going to get.
Listen. I went out with a guy that one time, and for some reason he was like, "I'm gonna bring my friend to the mall." I was like, okay. Like, why? But
He'd just come up to you and just be like,
okay.
"Hey, can you be
And-
friends?"
So I brought my friend because obviously I'm not gonna be like, oh, like. And it's a good thing I did because as soon as I met this guy, his friend was like, "Oh yeah, she's ugly," and I'm just like,
Excuse
have
me?
you seen yourself? Boy, have you looked in the mirror? This man was wearing like a t-shirt with like stains and sweatpants. I'm like, boy,
With the head movements and everything.
Like,
No.
I might be ugly and even I don't want you. Like, that's how bad looking you are. Like,
Actually, no. I'm sorry, but middle school absolutely friggin' sucked.
middle school, growing my life.
Growing up, middle school actually absolutely sucked because it was in the middle of me trying starting to figure out that I was gay and I
Yes.
didn't like anybody, so I was trying to lodge myself from that because
Yeah.
like when when you're going through that kind of period, like personally for me, it was like I tried to like deny it because
Yeah.
I was like, no, I can't be like this because I'm gonna get like killed.
Yeah.
And I actually started. I don't know if it was mental or something I did. I actually thought I started liking my best friend at the time.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no.
Oh, rip.
Oh no. That actually happened to me. I actually had a crush on my best girlfriend in freshman year. We talked like all the time when we were in
Same.
5th grade, and then we never talked. Okay, Eric.
Same.
And then we didn't talk throughout all of middle school, and then we started talking again freshman year, and I was like, dang.
Do you guys want to hear a
okay.
story about how one of my friends who turned out to be gay dated Victor for one day?
Really?
One of my
Wait,
friends.
what?
Wait,
One of my
wait,
friends-
was it a dude or a chick?
No. It was a girl.
Oh,
Okay.
No.
I'd be like, wait a minute.
No. So
Wait a
my
minute.
friend Caitlin in middle school, it was like 8th grade, and I was dating this one kid. His name is Jimmy. His name is Jimmy. And she was like, oh, like I want a boyfriend because she was trying to deny that she was gay.
Yeah.
So she was like,
that's
she
kind of
was like,
understandable.
she's like, I think Victor's really cute because Victor in middle school didn't have like his really long hair. It was like short, and he was like
Like
skinny
yourself?
and like but like he was like short and skinny, stuff like that. So. She was like, I'm gonna go ask him if he wants to go out with me. So they went out to the mall one time, and then they were dating for a day, and then she's like, actually, I'm gay, so we can't be together. I was like, Victor, you turned her gay.
I'm actually
That's
kind
the
of.
only girlfriend Victor's
What's
ever
like
had.
your shortest relationship ever?
My shortest relationship?
Yeah.
There was one
2
time I
days.
had a weirdest relationship,
weeks?
and it wasn't
2
even
days.
a
Actually,
real
no.
girl.
Let's go around and say that. What is the shortest amount that you've ever dated somebody?
2 days.
2 days for Tori. What about you, Eric?
18 hours.
18 hours.
Man, Eric,
check
how'd you mess
yourself.
up that bad in 18
Yeah,
hours?
boy, check yourself. What about you?
It was basically, it was on the same day, but it was 2 hours.
Trey wins.
I kind of can't. Okay, here's the thing. I don't know. This doesn't count as dating. I dated this guy in like 1st grade.
Oh, a guy.
This
Whoa,
doesn't
plot
count.
twist.
Before I knew what I was. No, I don't even know if it was like 2 or 3 days, because he kissed me on the cheek on the bus, and I literally said to him, I have to go home and boil my face. I was so mean to this kid. I felt so bad.
I think
But-
Trey wins with the 2 hours.
2 hours.
Actually,
Trey, talk
yeah.
about the 2
2 hours,
hours.
18. Okay,
honest-
this is sad. This is sad. Trey's got 2 hours. Eric's got 18. Tori has 2 days. Mine was 11 months.
That's your
your
shortest
shortest?
relationship?
Shortest relationship.
God damn.
Okay, well, what's your longest relationship?
11 months.
11 months.
Oh yeah, 2 years.
I haven't
beat you.
been dating my current girlfriend that long. So not even 7 months yet. It'll be 7 months in like a week, I think.
Trey, what's your longest relationship?
Never.
Trey, didn't you have a girlfriend at the beginning of this
Yeah,
year?
only
and then,
a week.
Wait, you guys should hear
It
the
was a
story.
week.
Trey was like, I was dating this girl at the beginning of the year, and then I saw her kissing someone else.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that actually
so is
happened. He
this
told
business.
me.
And I was like, Trey, did she know you guys were dating, or did you just think it's
Oh, is this the same guy that says that he's had like 20 girlfriends?
Hey.
Trey.
Trey,
they were very
come
quick
on, buddy.
ones. They weren't-
Come on,
they
buddy.
weren't
Be
long
honest with
ones.
us.
Trey,
Come
how
on,
long
bud.
was that?
Come on, buddy.
I my first girlfriend was like when I was
first
think-
grade, kindergarten, pre-K?
No, we're not talking about like those. We're like talking about like the real
Like
ones.
Yeah, the
Actual
real, the real
relationships,
actual
like-
relationships.
The
Like-
one was the actual real
Like
relationship I
middle
had
school
was
and up, we're talking.
what's this girl named Lexi at middle school? We dated like about a month.
What
was
grade
your
though?
longest?
No.
I was in 8th
What
grade.
grade?
She was
What
in 8th
grade?
Me and Lexi were in 8th grade. the
Okay,
same.
that's
exciting.
kind of that's understandable then.
Wait,
But,
And so
but
she
no,
liked
I've
another
I've
guy.
only been in 2 actual relationships.
I've
only
been
been
in-
The one I'm in now, and then my ex-girlfriend.
Only one.
I've been in 3. 3 like actual ones.
Yeah,
Well,
I've
the
been
one-
in like
Like
one
longer,
actual one.
Like long. Okay, you know, like 30 days is like the free trial. Like longer than 30
trial?
longer than 30
This
days.
is a
like,
Pandora.
like no. Listen, anything under like the 30-day mark. No, you weren't dating. It wasn't a good relationship. If
Well,
you can't make it,
You
past
were
a
best
month.
friends that occasionally went and paid for
Exactly.
dinner for each other.
Exactly. You occasionally texted each other, and that was it.
And that was it.
nothing else.
Honestly,
Well-
there was this one time.
then hello.
There was this one. I hated middle school because there was this one time I was in 7th grade and I was like weird.
Oh
I
well.
was
Well,
We all were kind of weird in middle school there, right?
Well,
So-
We were all
Big
kind of still trying to figure each other out during that.
Here's the weird part. I was telling everyone that I had like an imaginary girlfriend. I don't know what I was thinking. Her
Oh
name
my
was
God, you were one of those
No,
kids.
Trey.
Trey.
That was okay.
She lives in
You know what I named her to? I named her Jenny Penny, and she was.
Why
from-
would you do that?
I understand. Wait,
believable.
I understand why
Weird.
she broke up with him now. Because he gave her the
How dare you call me that?
I actually did say that though. I
Okay,
told people she did
that's
live in
actually-
Canada.
okay.
She was like, "Is she real?" I
Here's
was like,
the thing.
"Yes."
Here's
Even
the
though
thing.
she's really
If you
imaginary.
were going to make up a fake girlfriend or a fake boyfriend,
Don't make it Canada.
make it believable and don't say they live
Pick
in
someone
Canada.
random off of Instagram.
You already know it's fake as soon as they say
Well, I
Canada.
mean, we live close enough to the border where it could.
Yeah.
It could technically work, but listen, I have a better chance of saying my girlfriend lives in California than I say she has a better chance of living in
Where do they
Canada.
live? Where do they live?
God.
Wisconsin. Cheese country.
It's so stupid. It actually might work.
They live in Wisconsin. Oh, so it's long distance and it's fake. Yes.
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 You know you're a bad person when you have to make it long distance for yourself. Just to get away from that
God.
imaginary person.
I know what you mean. But no,
Oh,
it
no.
sucks because
Boy.
my ex-girlfriend and I met in Chicago at the bowling tournament that I said. And then
Wait, this one?
No, my ex-girlfriend. My
Girlfriend.
ex
didn't
Eric.
do that at first, all right?
No, my ex-girlfriend, not the one that looks like Taylor now. Apparently, according to all of you.
Apparently.
It could have been.
Oh my God! No,
Actually,
I
it
never.
could've
No,
been.
no, no, no,
It
no, no,
could've been.
never in a million years. No. No. I found out. I found out. I found out like
always
2
does.
weeks after we met, or no, I found out like 2 days after we met that she lived in North Carolina.
Oh,
and
it's
I
a
was
rip.
like, oh, fantastic! 650 miles. That's no big deal.
And she's a redneck. That's crazy.
I mean, no, she's not. She wasn't. No, she actually got me in 5 Seconds of Summer, and I got her into a bunch of my emo bands that I listened to. So,
Emo.
I mean, we lasted for
Love
11
that
months,
word.
which is pretty good, but the distance finally got too
Killed
far.
it. I know.
All right, what's the oldest person you've ever been with? No,
I date people that are all a year older than me.
Tori.
Tori?
Do I have to say?
Yes, Tori.
I
Yes.
actually want to hear. I actually
Yes.
want to hear this now
Tori.
too. Yes.
Tori. What is
Tori.
it?
Tori, come on. Tori.
Tori.
Tori, come on. Tori.
I swear to God,
Come on,
she's
Tori.
like 46.
I bet it's probably being like in the 20s. I think. I bet.
Say it.
Fine. 22.
What age were you?
16.
Oh my God. 16. Like, it's no big deal. I'm just dating a guy. I'm
16.
dating a guy that's 6 years older than me. No big deal.
Well, I actually met my latest ex-boyfriend when I was 15, and he was 18. No. Was he
What is it with girls dating guys that are like 5 years older?
I
than them?
hate guys
What
that are
is
my
it
age.
with that?
Listen.
Why would you want a guy that most likely has a kid already?
I was.
No, I hate guys. I hate guys that are like the only guys I've dated have been 17, 18, or 19. I've never dated a kid. I've never dated a guy that's 16
I really
or
don't
like
know how this
or
happened.
lower than me.
But I was in like I was in 7th grade, and I ended up dating this 10th grader.
Oh my God!
Eric's got no females.
No, but
No,
here's the
no. It was so bad. No. It's that one kid in 8th grade that lies and says that he's dating a senior.
No,
That
there's always
one
that one
kid.
kid. There's always that one freshman in high school that's dating like the senior in college, and you're just like,
There was this one time I was at summer camp. This little girl named Nyla.
Summer
she was.
camp. All right,
Nyla.
that's
Oh my
the whole
God.
story.
That's
right there.
that's already just the story, just
my God.
summer camp.
Nyla.
She's a. She's a.
I have
she
a
was
question. Can I
what?
ask you a question?
What?
Was she black?
Yeah.
Her name's Nyla, of course. No white kid is named Nyla. Let me just call my white child Nyla.
Or nylon, like the magazine.
So I was taking care of like the 11 and older group. She was like, "Trey, I like you," and I was like,
Rip.
"Okay." So and then she came over to me again. She was like, "I like you, Trey." And we were sitting on the bus. And I was like, minding my own business. Suddenly, she just gave me a kiss on the cheek. I was like,
Rip.
Yeah, it's like when we're younger. That's the biggest thing to us.
I mean, I told the kid I had to go boil my face after he did that. I mean, that's how serious.
cooties.
That's how serious the cooties was when we were kids. That was so bad.
gosh.
No, do you guys remember snack time during
Yes.
Nap time?
Yes.
Nap time.
No one took advantage of nap time when they were younger, and now I miss it. And
My
I wish
friend,
it was
my friend
Yeah.
literally has a shirt that says "Dear Nap Time." I'm sorry I neglected you when I was a kid.
Yes.
What's your favorite food? What's your favorite food? of all time?
Lasagna.
No, if you had to pick one favorite food.
Lasagna.
Chinese
What? Lasagna.
sesame seed chicken
What?
from
What?
my favorite Chinese restaurant.
What? Pick something like a normal. What's your
Hey,
favorite food?
sesame chicken's good. Don't doubt me.
What's your favorite food, Eric? Erica?
If I had, I don't really have a
Hamburgers.
favorite one. No. If I had to pick one,
Hamburgers.
I'd probably choose tacos because you can customize
Tacos
them.
are good. Tacos are good.
You can
Can't deny
customize
that.
lasagna.
I
You
picked
can
the-
have cheese and
Actually,
meat.
no. Okay,
that's
I will.
that's
I
a lot
will
more
give you an
effort.
actual answer. Okay, I will give you an actual answer. Macaroni and cheese.
macaroni.
From
macaroni.
where?
Moonies.
Oh!
Yes.
Yo, I literally could eat Moonies for the rest of my life and be so happy. Honestly.
Okay, that was weird.
Honestly,
That was weird.
honestly, I would pick ham. Ham is like my favorite
Ham's
food.
good. I
Why are you
mean,
gonna eat me, Trey?
I didn't know you were made of
Ham.
ham. Wow.
Ham.
Yeah.
Do you
ham.
even know
Ew,
my nickname,
ham.
Trey?
ham.
Ham.
Yeah, but ham though.
Why
But ham though.
Why ham?
Yeah, so,
Why not salami?
literally, I like ham.
Salami's good.
Turkey.
Turkey's
Chicken's good.
Beef.
average.
Chicken I prefer
But
over
why
ham.
would you
If you guys could live anywhere, where would you live?
Hawaii. I would live in Hawaii probably.
Hawaii.
Or
I
California.
was about to say
California.
that.
Or the
California.
I
Bahamas.
want to go to California.
I want to live in
I
California.
was born in California.
I know
and
you
I
were,
used to live
and
there.
I'm jealous that you came here. Why would you come here?
Why
Yeah,
would you
I
come
don't
here
know.
where we
Why did you
literally
come
have
here?
all 4 seasons
Already.
in 1 week?
Ready? Okay, story time. Here we go.
God, here we
Wait,
go
are you
again.
are you the one that originally said that?
What? All 4 seasons in 1
Yeah.
week? Yes.
I
No,
know
that was me.
Oh yeah, it was.
Someone
Never
said
mind.
it, and then I
It was you.
tweeted
Never
it.
mind.
It
Never
was
mind.
me.
I was thinking, I was like, yeah, that's right.
It was me.
Yeah,
No.
we have 4 seasons in all in 1 week in Buffalo. What do you have, California?
Right.
It's 89 every day.
No, when I lived in California, it was my dad was in the military, so we lived on the military base. So our housing got paid for, and then when he got discharged because he had served all of his time, we didn't have enough money to live out there without the military assistance, so we had to come back to Buffalo. Unfortunately,
Why would
That's
you move to
why-
Buffalo?
Yeah, why across the country
Why?
now?
Literally.
As my mom says,
Go from west to east coast.
is here.
Do you have any family
From-
here?
They always
yeah,
say
you
that.
have
Parents
to.
always say that.
all my
Jesus,
family
why
was
It's like
here.
it's everybody's.
Why would you do that
California
to
is
yourself?
great.
That's so bad.
You know, I just realized yesterday how far off the coast Hawaii actually is.
Yeah, I know.
Literally.
I did not know
honestly,
that.
though.
I love Hawaii. I want to go to Hawaii so bad.
I've
Hawaii
never
is
actually
so
been to
gorgeous,
Hawaii.
honestly. I wanna go
I've
there
never
so
been
bad.
I
there
live in the
either.
Bahamas. I would totally live in like one of those hut things. Like, I'm down.
But like Hawaii's
Why
so
you
far
staring at me,
out of the
Taylor?
way.
It really
Why you
is.
staring
And it's
at me,
weird that it's
Taylor?
even a state. Why is it a state?
Why is Alaska a state? Nobody knows. It's closer to
Well,
Canada than it
Alaska-
is U.S.
It's your mom or your dad, daddy or mommy.
Whoa! 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 Whoa!
I'm
Whoa!
just-
Wait,
I know.
it's
I don't wanna-
2018. You
no,
can't do
wait a
that
minute,
anymore.
wait a minute, wait a minute.
Can't
No,
call your
I don't
actual
call-
father
no,
daddy
I don't
anymore.
call
You
him
can't
that.
do that.
I don't call him. I'm just asking. Does
2018.
anybody?
Whenever
The only person
Daddy,
you call your
daddy,
daddy is your
daddy.
boyfriend.
No. Oh God, no, no. Oh Jesus.
Or
no.
random guys that you meet
A random guy.
Daddy.
at
Literally.
Taylor.
My
Taylor
God.
Hicks.
Yes, Taylor.
No, I said stop calling random guys daddy, and then everyone should look at Taylor.
Taylor. No, whenever my dogs like want to find my dad, my mom will say, "Where's Daddy? Go find
I
Daddy."
know,
I'm like,
just
"Oh
like,
God."
I'm
I say
Please
that.
stop.
No, I catch myself saying that every once in a while.
my
I'm like, "Where's
grandma,
Daddy?"
well, I call her Mimi, but she calls her husband. She's like, when she's talking to her cat, she's like, go to daddy. I'm like,
Oh,
that
no.
means 2 different things
That
nowadays.
is 2 different things now in
So
2018.
there's one time I was helping my aunt move into a new house. Her mom comes by. She was like, Mommy, where's the sauce? I'm like, what? I'm thinking in my head, you
No, I
still
feel
calling
like, I
your
feel like
mommy?
mommy is
find the
okay,
sauce?
but it's just daddy that got ruined.
Yeah, mommy's fine.
Mommy's fine, but
Mommy's
daddy,
fine, but daddy
daddy's
just got
ruined.
completely
She also
destroyed.
calls her dad daddy too.
Oh
how's she
no,
about to
that
become
poor
Taylor?
child's gonna get so ruined when she gets to middle school.
Oh.
No.
And then, but
Actually, if I believe I'm correct, I believe that Taylor still calls her dad daddy.
And if you guys can't see her face right now, she's slowly plotting all of our deaths.
Yes.
Oh my god.
oh
I
boy.
love how we said there was going to be a podcast about movies and we haven't said one thing about any movie.
Okay, well,
What's
we'll
your
do
favorite
that
movie?
then. We'll do that then.
Wait, what's
We'll
your
do that
favorite
then.
movie?
Movie.
Any movie you
any movie. A
decide.
movie, a favorite movie of all time. What's all your guys' favorite movies of all time?
Sandlot.
Eric.
Yeah, Taylor.
I don't know. I guess one of them would probably be Unstoppable.
Okay, Trey.
I don't think I've seen that
Transformers:
movie.
Age of Extinction.
Came out
Oh,
2011.
why?
What are you talking
That's one of the
about?
newer
That's your
ones.
favorite
Get
movie of
out
all
here.
time.
Yeah,
Of
basically.
all, out of the 17 years you've been alive, that's your favorite movie. Out of every single movie you could have seen.
The rest of them
How
were
many-
animated.
Are you kidding me? Nothing beats the original Transformers. What's wrong with you?
Do you know when you like watch a movie once and then there's like a plot twist and like your mind's blown, then you watch it again and like, yeah, I know what's
Yeah.
gonna happen.
So
Yeah.
sense.
My favorite movie of all time is Monsters Inc.
I love that movie.
Mm.
That
It's my
movie's
favorite
good.
movie of all time.
But it's such
Uh,
a meme. How come every movie's becoming a meme?
Every movie is
Literally-
a meme.
Everything's
Have you guys noticed the past 3 movies, Hotel Transylvania, Cloudy Chance and Meatballs, those have been our like the shows on Cartoon Network? They literally got it
Yeah,
from
because
the movie.
cartoon. Yeah, because
Never
cartoon.
seen any of those movies. I've seen the
How
whole
have you never
Transylvania
seen
and that's
Cloudy
it.
with a Chance of Meatballs?
I've seen it and I hated that movie.
I love
I thought
that
it was so
movie.
stupid.
How about the second one?
Steve.
The
The
second one's
monkey. The
stupid
monkey
too.
is the best part of that movie. It just
The
goes
monkey?
Steve the whole time.
Chimpanzee,
He's
shove,
he'll-
Steve.
He'll literally
Trey
be
can
jumping-
literally quote a scene from Alvin and the Chipmunks.
God, no.
Oh my god.
Trey, how many times did we quote SpongeBob this year?
Oh my
Oh,
God!
okay, SpongeBob's a
It
different
was-
story.
SpongeBob.
Listen, 2 of my friends use SpongeBob quotes as their senior quote. I
Yes,
aspire to
oh
be
my
at
God.
that level of awesomeness when I'm a
Backing
senior.
up.
What do you
Backing
think your
up.
senior quote will be?
Krusty Krab pizza is a pizza for you and me.
Krusty Krab.
It was his hat, Mr. Krabs. He was number 1.
He was number 1.
Or
But this grill
No.
is not out.
No, my senior quote will be like, "Is this the Krusty Krab?" No, this is Patrick.
I think I'll probably make one about nap time.
Mine's
You
lame.
should-
Mine's just gonna be, mine's lame.
Okay, Eric.
No, mine's lame.
Nap
Mine's just gonna
time.
be band lyrics.
Eric's was gonna be about I should have slept more.
Eric Ridgway, 2019. I should have slept more.
Yeah, I mean,
I also have another quote.
Or my senior quote is gonna be the fun song. Except
F is for
it's
friends
gonna be
who
the
do
pointed
stuff
version.
together.
F is for fire that burns down the whole town. U is for radio bombs. F is for no
No,
serve.
you messed it up. Oh my god.
I mean, N, yeah,
No,
N. I
no,
meant
wait,
N.
don't
you don't even know how to spell fun.
F-U-F.
No, I meant to say N, not F. Thank
Yo,
you.
guys, I'm having so much fuff right now. It's like
I'm having so much fuff right now. Oh my god.
Fuff.
Oh my
Man,
God, it was a
fuck.
simple mistake.
That reminds me.
Why
For
does
some
that
reason,
sound like a little kid trying to say the F word,
for
but he
some
can't around his
reason, when Trey
parents?
said fuff, it reminded
Fuff.
me of when DJ Khaled was in the review. He goes, "I got so much jury, and it's not even about the jury." I don't know why it just reminded me of that. Like DJ Khaled is
fuff you.
fuck you.
Oh god.
My senior quote might be anything's impossible.
Anything's
Trey, you're so
Simple.
basic.
That's so basic. That's like 6 guys and our yearbook last year had this quote: "You missed 100% of the shots you don't take." Wayne Gretzky. Like what? It's quote is just such a basic quote.
That's probably one of the most quoted things.
That's a
guys do
basic
all the
quote.
I
time.
mean, it is a pretty.
Yo,
good quote.
somebody-
no, it's stupid.
I'm not gonna make it my quote, but
No, if somebody looks up the lyrics for Hands Like House's I Am, my senior quote's one of their lyrics. I can't remember which one it is, though.
I don't know what I'm gonna quote. I feel like I want to quote something funny.
yeah,
No.
I mean, I definitely will quote something funny.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know if I want to have a serious quote. You know, like the ones that like
It's-
quote like Muhammad Ali, and they're like the best warrior is yourself. You know what I mean? Like, those people that are like,
When it sounds like a Nike commercial, it's too serious.
Oh, by the way, speaking of commercials, what's your favorite commercial?
Trey, what kind of questions are these?
What are that? What is that?
How do you even pick
What
a
are
favorite
that?
commercial?
Oh my God,
I have a favorite
What
commercial.
are that? I like that. I like that very good English.
English, very
geez.
good.
My English very good. English,
Literally
English
Larry
class
the
good
Cable
for
Guy.
a brain.
You know-
Brain like English class.
I was always wondering how people say they don't speak English, but now I realize since I'm going to France, I'm gonna know how to say I don't speak French.
If they don't know how to speak.
No, hop on,
Wait,
Francis.
my question is, if they don't know how to speak English, then how did they say they don't know how to speak English?
Because it's like the only thing you learn in that language.
No hablar francés.
No, yeah, no hablar francés.
No hablar inglés.
No,
Really?
no parler en français.
Oh my God,
I don't
no.
know what I don't know
We
what
were
you said.
my
I'm
chemi-
I'm
no,
American.
no. My chemistry teacher was playing Spanish music the one day, and we have a
I don't
foreign.
know somewhere now.
Start dancing. No, and we have a foreign exchange student, and she's Spanish. She's from Guatemala.
Yeah, so she was going hard, you know.
No. He walks up to her and goes, "Do you know? Do you like? Can you translate any of this?"
And then she was like, "No, I primarily speak English." Just because I was born in Guatemala doesn't mean I can speak Spanish.
She looks at him like she's about to punch him. Like,
Oh, shoot.
That's okay because my one friend was taking her 5-hour course, and my friend is Asian. Her name is Ashley Ann, and
Julianne.
she was the guy was talking, and he looks at her. He looks at her. He goes, "Do you understand what I'm saying?" And she goes,
Oh my
she
God,
goes-
really?
And she goes, "Yes, I'm from Florida."
You know what? You know when you said that? You know what?
I'm from Florida.
You know what you remind me of? This episode on SpongeBob when Patrick was texting Sandy. He's like, "Well, hello, Sandy. Me, Patrick. Do you understand?" Squirrels. That's what he's. What?
I can't. I
Trey,
can't.
stop
I
quoting every
Trey. We talk about old TV shows that used to be like Danny Phantom.
Oh, I love that. Used to be my
old
favorite
TV
old
shows are
TV
so much
show.
better than the original
honestly.
TV shows.
know.
Fight me.
I love Gravity Falls. Gravity Falls,
Gravity
even though
Falls
that
is
was
good.
kind of it was like
I-
2012. It was still good.
I'm sad about that
Why?
because it ended.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Gravity Falls was a
Yeah.
good show.
Yeah, it really
Gravity
was.
Falls
It
was a
was
really
a
good
good
show.
show.
Yeah.
it really was actually.
What else was there?
it's like
Fairly Odd Parents. That got really bad after we got
The
out
ori-
of the age of watching it. Oh
Yeah.
my God! Ned to Classified School Survival's Guide.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh
yes.
my God.
Yes.
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 No,
And then it would be Drake and Josh, and then Ned's to Classified School Survival Guide, and I'd just be like,
When you realize that
Yes.
that show actually helped you in
Yes.
school,
Yes.
honestly,
Oh, sorry.
It's
growing
okay.
up when
Or
we were
Zoe
kids, and
101.
it was.
Oh, I
It took me
that
the
used to
longest
be my
time to realize that was
favorite.
just middle school.
Old
Zoe 101.
Zoe 101
Yeah, Nick had some really good shows.
Are you
Yeah,
ready?
I
Yeah.
know.
until they all went until they all.
What else? What other shows?
Oh, what about
were there?
Jimmy Neutron?
Jimmy Neutron.
yeah.
Jimmy Neutron.
Oh my God!
The crossovers
Carl
with
is
the
me. I am
Why am I
Carl.
Sheen? Why did I grow up to be Sheen?
Why am I Carl?
Are you gonna eat that croissant?
Oh my God.
Oh my.
No,
What
the
else?
original Teen Titans.
Oh my
original
god.
Oh my God, the Teen Titans suck. Now,
Yes.
what even is Beast Boy? What even is he? He looks like a lime. What even is Beast Boy? What even is Beast Boy?
Cyborg looks like a wannabe rapper.
I know.
Yeah, I
Honestly.
know.
He really does.
They,
He's
Robin,
black.
Robin's just that
No,
weird.
no.
Robin's
Wanna
that
know-
weird kid you would annoy in class.
you want to know what show I grew up
Titans.
really hating, and now I like? There's two shows I grew up like really hating, and now I actually like them.
What?
I used to hate Full House.
I used to
hate
watched the Full
and I used to
House.
hate
Never
the Fresh
did.
Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh,
I
remember that.
know.
Prince of
I remember
Bel-Air.
that.
know.
What
Yeah.
is wrong with you?
I know, I loved it. I love it now, but like I used to think Full House was so annoying. It was like I was on at like Nick at Night, and I was like, really, let's play something else. But like all Disney shows, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
so right.
That's so
Cody.
Raven.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
right,
yeah.
Oh my
Wizards-
God, the Jonas Brothers TV show.
Oh my
Hannah
god.
Montana.
Oh my god.
Oh
that,
my
that,
God.
was,
No.
that used to be my favorite show. Hannah
Wizards of
Montana.
Waverly Place. When that finale came on and we all started crying like little kids.
When that movie came out, and I was bawling
I
my
saw
eyes
the movie
out.
in theaters. My aunt actually took me to the premiere and saw it in theaters.
Wow.
Guys, Lemonade
mor-
Mouth.
Lemonade
God,
Mouth. Oh my
yes.
God, yes.
Oh my
Wait,
God.
where did I watch that?
Sorry.
No,
It's okay.
do you-
On Disney
no,
Channel.
do you
It's
guys
on
remember?
Netflix.
No,
It really is on Netflix, honestly.
Bus
Do you
to New
guys
Orleans.
do you guys remember when you would like just be anywhere else in your house and you would just leave Disney Channel on the TV?
Yes.
And then all of a sudden you would hear it's a Disney Channel movie.
Yes.
Or, you know,
Yeah.
or like, you know, like your favorite person would come on, you know, my name is Hannah Montana and you're watching
Disney
Disney
Channel.
Channel.
And do the thing.
And then you're like the
Ron
big
ears.
ears and you'll
Right.
be like, and you're like, I want to be her someday.
But have you
And
seen
then-
like the video of where they they completely just screw
Yeah.
up trying the thing?
No, what about Shake It Up? Remember Shake It Up?
Yes.
Okay, that wasn't that bad when
that
it
was
was
a
on.
good. That was a good.
Okay.
You guys remember
some
Sunny with
of
a
the-
Chance before Demi Lovato got her eating disorder?
Everybody hates Chris.
Oh
that's
my
a good
gosh.
show.
Yeah.
That was a good show. Yeah.
I felt
They
bad
might
for
favorite-
Chris,
run all of
honestly.
these shows
My
again
favorite-
I
because
know.
everything will just go up. Everyone
I
will
Yeah.
watch it.
know.
Yeah.
Like when Incredibles 2 is coming out, have you guys ever seen the memes where people are like, "This movie is not for your little kids, so don't bring them. It's for the kids. It's for the kids that grew up in the early 2000s that never got a second movie.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So like, don't bring your annoying
bring
ass
your
crying
annoying
kid
little
because this movie isn't for them.
This movie is for the literally 17 and 16-year-olds
Yes.
that have been waiting for this movie since 2007.
Right.
It has been 11 years. Give me a break.
I know it
here.
took 11 years to get the animation. Like,
Oh my gosh.
The bad thing is that it takes place like right after the first movie ends.
I know.
Yeah.
And then are they?
Am I still 8? You know? Am I still in 4th grade?
No.
I'm graduating next
No,
year.
I'm
Oh,
graduating high school next
No.
year. Oh,
And then the live action movie for Lion King comes out next year. I'm so excited.
I feel like they're
They're
gonna
making a
ruin Lion
live
King.
action
How do you
Lion
make
King?
lions sing?
They made Baloo sing in the Jungle King.
He didn't really
live
sing.
action.
Yeah, he
More-
really- yeah.
He hummed. He
Still,
was like
though.
he hummed Bare Necessities.
Yeah, Jungle Book.
Well, they had
Jungle
to put
Book
Bare
was right.
Necessities in there because that's the best known song out of that whole
They're not
movie.
putting Be Prepared in the Lion King
I don't know
live
if
action.
As long
What,
as they
you
put, I
can't
just
make a live action on something and not have the whole
They're not.
thing.
You know-
They're making the Mulan live action with no music at all.
as long as they put in, I just can't wait to be king and
They
Hakuna
are. They're
Matata
putting
will
that
be
in.
good.
You know, there used to be like a
do you
Shrek
guys,
musical. I saw a commercial about that. I was like,
I
they have a
think
Shrek
Childish-
musical.
Lion King the musical.
Yeah.
I think Childish Gambino's playing Simba. I'm not sure though.
Who's that?
Oh.
Childish Gambino. He's a singer.
You know all those actors, you know the face, but you just don't know
You
the
don't
name.
know the name.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
No.
exactly.
Yeah.
Happens
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
Been there.
It's so annoying.
You really, yeah.
I agree.
It's like, what is
Because like, yeah,
your name?
yeah, right. You're trying
Yeah.
to figure out what their name is because like you know it.
Well, I think we should wrap it up here.
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
wrap it
that's
up
probably
here.
gonna wrap it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure to subscribe.
Did we ever?
Comments below.
Subscribe to Eric's YouTube channel.
This is going on. No, actually,
Everyone
this is
plug.
going on
Everyone
YouTube.
plug your stuff.
All right. Add me on Snapchat, Tori_Sliz. Add me on Instagram, Tori.Sliz. That's Tori.SLISZ. Tori_SLISZ.
Follow hamburger_net on Twitter and hamburgernet on Instagram and
Subscribe.
YouTube.
Subscribe.
In a
All right.
Trey.
Trey. Follow
Just try to-
Harold on Snap.
Follow under me, Harold Young.
Young. All right.
I'm lame. I just have Facebook.
All right. So don't follow Rachel. Got it. Cool. Make sure you subscribe to Hamburger Network. Here comes the outro.